Saturday on. Give and take. Okay. What about? Kuma. I'm Kuma. I went to try out. Doing both. First one is the old one and the new one. The one that you go first to. On your left hand side, the new building. We opened the building. That being owned by Nitya Madhuri and Lona Madhuri, Global Album. He gave the other one to the other people and he opened it. He gave the other one. He built the other one. He gave it to him and he built a new one. He took us to India. He took me to Hyderabad. Goodbye. In 2018, January, we sold 49%. We still own 51%. We sold 49% of global albums to the Manipal University.
Sound 1, 2. Can we settle down? We're about to proceed. Respected elders, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Namaskaram, Namaste and Vanakkam to all of you. We were all gathered here this afternoon to commemorate the one-year memorial service of our late dad. The late Devraj Jayandran Gangan was born on the 17th of the 7th, 1966 and passed on the 13th of the 5th, 2023. He leaves behind his wife Joy Gangan, eldest daughter Jadal Gangan Pillai, youngest daughter Janil Gangan Modli, only grandchild Braxlan Pillai, a host of family and friends. It's now time for prayer. Would you all please rise, put your hands together and join us in prayer. Thank you.
Vilambar
நன்றி, ధన్యవాదాలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ. ஓம் திருச்சற்றம். ஓம் ஸ்ரீ கணேசாய நமः. ஓம் கம் கணபதயே तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो नन्दि प्रचोदयात्. சக்தி விநாயகனே அனைத்தும் அன்பிலும் பிறகிறதே அனைத்தும் சக்தி விநாயகனே சக்தி விநாயகனே அனைத்தும் அன்பிலும் பிறகிறதே அனைத்தும் சக்தி விநாயகனே. गणपति अन्निरम करुतिन वन्ना कविजगो कोनिय अनतवन्ना. गणपति अन्निरम करुतिन वन्ना कविजगो कोनिय अनतवन्ना. इन्निनम अनिन्निनम इंद्र पुण्य ईतानन्दा गणपति वन्ना. इन्निनम अनिन्निनम திரு சுற்றம்.
பயிலியல் குடியிருக்கும் வேடவல்லி மாரியம்மா வீரை சொன்னும் எனக்கு இல்லை வீணை தீர்க்கும் மாரியம்மா வேட்மையில் குடியிருக்கும் வேடவல்லி மாரியம்மா வீரை சொன்ன எனக்கு இல்லை வீணை தீர்க்கும் மாரியம்மா அம்மா தாயே மாறுமம்மா எங்கள் எல்லாம் நீயே மாரியம்மா அம்மா தாயே மாறுமம்மா எங்கள் எல்லாம் நீயே மாரியம்மா ஆடி வாத்தாயே எங்கள் ஓடி வாத்தாயே ஆடி வாத்தாயே எங்கள் ஓடி வாத்தாயே வேப்பையில் குடியிருக்கும் வேடவல்லி மாரியம்மா வீரை சொன்னும் எனக்கு இல்லை வீணை தீர்க்கும் மாரியம்மா வந்து தேவி தேவி மாரியம்மா ஆதி மாசம் பொங்கலை வச்சு ஆதி எனக்கு மாரியம்மா தேடி ஒன்றன் கோவில் வந்து தேவ தேவி மாரியம்மா ஆதி மாசம் பொங்கலை வச்சு ஆதி எனக்கு மாரியம்மா பொன்னும் நெல்லோ மாரியம்மா நல்ல பூவை எடுத்து தாருமம்மா மாரியம்மா என்னை பூவே நிறுத்தோ தாருமம்மா வந்த நெல்லம்மா எனக்கு வார்க்கு சொல்லம்மா வந்த நெல்லம்மா நல்ல வார்க்கு சொல்லம்மா வேப்பையில் குடியிருக்கும் வேடவல்லி மாரியம்மா வீணை சொன்னும் எனக்கு இல்லை வீணை தீர்க்கும் மாரியம்மா பெண்ண பிள்ளை சுதரம் இல்லை பேரை சொல்வோம் மாரியம்மா கொண்டு வந்து பூச வச்சு குழந்தருக்க மாரியம்மா பெண்ண பிள்ளை சுதரம் எல்லாம் பேரை சொல்வோம் மாரியம்மா கொண்டு வந்து பூச வச்சு குழந்தருக்க மாரியம்மா ஆடி வாடி மாரியம்மா எந்த நருளை தாடி மாரியம்மா ஆடி மாடி மாரியம்மா வந்து நருளை தாடி மாரியம்மா சொந்தம் நீதானே எனக்கு பந்தம் நீதானே சொந்தம் நீதானே எங்கள் பந்தம் நீதானே வேப்பையில் குடியிருக்கும் வேடவல்லி மாரியம்மா வீரை சொன்னும் எனக்கு இல்லை வீணை தீர்க்கும் மாரியம்மா வேப்பையில் குடியிருக்கும் வேடவல்லி மாரியம்மா வீரை சொன்னும் எனக்கு இல்லை வீணை தீர்க்கும் மாரியம்மா என்னப்பா பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா அருமே ராஜே ஆவியானவரே. என்னப்பா பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா அருமே ராஜே ஆவியானவரே. எங்கோ நான் வந்து அறியாமல் அழைத்தேன், என் நேசத்தேடி வந்தேன். எங்கோ நான் வந்து அறியாமல் அழைத்தேன், என் நேசத்தேடி வந்தேன். நின்றாரு அழைத்தேன், உள்ளங்கள் கொடுத்து உடையார் மாறிவிட்டேன். நின்றாரு அழைத்தேன், உள்ளங்கள் கொடுத்து நன்றி உமக்கு நன்றி அப்பா நன்றி உமக்கு நன்றி. என்னப்பா பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா அருளே ராஜகே ஆவியானவரே. தாய்மாயில் இருந்து தள்ளாடி நடந்து தயவாய் நிழற்கொண்டே. தாய்மாயில் இருந்து தள்ளாடி நடந்து தயவாய் நிழற்கொண்டே. கல்லாது என்று கண்ணீரை கருப்பற்று நரகிலே. கல்லாது என்று கண்ணீரை கருப்பற்று நரகிலே. நன்றி உமக்கு நன்றி அப்பா நன்றி உமக்கு நன்றி. என்னப்பா பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா அருமே தேவன் கோவல் மணி ஓசை நல்ல செய்திகள் சொல்லும் மணி ஓசை தேவன் கோவல் மணி ஓசை நல்ல செய்திகள் சொல்லும் மணி ஓசை பாவலும் நீங்கும் பாவல் காக்கும் மாசுவோசை மணி ஓசை தேவன் கோவல் மணி ஓசை நல்ல செய்திகள் சொல்லும் மணி ஓசை ஊராவிருத்தால் உலகம் பலித்தால் உறவன் கோவில் மணி ஓசை ஊராவிருத்தால் உலகம் பலித்தால் உறவன் கோவில் மணி ஓசை தாயாமறிவில் தாவி அணித்தேன் தழவம் நின்ற மணி ஓசை இது உறவனை கூறும் மணி ஓசை அவன் காக்கும் மணி ஓசை திருமுறமணி கூறும் மணி ஓசை அவனை காக்கும் மணி ஓசை தேவன் கோவில் மணி ஓசை நல்ல செய்திகள் சொல்லும் மணி ஓசை அருமை மகனே என் வார்த்தை மனதில் கோவில் மணி ஓசை அருமை மகனே என் வார்த்தை மனதில் கோவில் மணி ஓசை அண்ணா அண்ணா என்னோடு அரங்கன் கோவில் மணி ஓசை இது ஆசைக்கிறவன் குழலோசை அவன் நன்றனை காக்கும் மணி ஓசை ஆசைக்கிறவன் குழலோசை அவன் நன்றனை காக்கும் மணி ஓசை தேவன் கோவில் மணி ஓசை நல்ல செய்திகள் சொல்லும் மணி ஓசை பாவம் நீரும் ஆண்டவன் காக்கும் ஆசை மணி ஓசை தேவன் கோவில் மணி ஓசை நல்ல செய்திகள் சொல்லும் மணி அருமறையாய் நம்மாலும் அமரனும் முனிமே தாமம் மொழி வணங்கி ஏற்றும் புதவனே நம் சீமாயா அருமறையாய் நம்மாலும் அமரனும் முனிமே தாமம் மொழி வணங்கி ஏற்றும் புதவனே நம் சீமாயா 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 ஆதியாய் வேடும் நாங்காய் கருணை கரியாய் மண்ணும் போதியாய் நன்மாய் நின்று குடிமனே நம் சீமாயா ஆதியாய் வேடும் நாங்காய் கருணை கரியாய் மண்ணும் போதியாய் நன்மாய் நின்று குடிமனே நம் சீமாயா துணிவனே நம் சீமாயா துணிவனே நம் சீமாயா துணிவனே நம் சீமாயா துணிவனே நம் சீமாயா பணிவாய் துண்ணும் பாத்தியாய் தின்னும் மேனி வல்லலே நம் சீமாயா தீத்தியார் பொறுப்போடும் கிணறி பணிவாய் துண்ணும் பாத்தியாய் தின்னும் மேனி வல்லலே நம் சீமாயா வல்லலே நம் சீமாயா வல்லலே நம் சீமாயா வல்லலே நம் சீமாயா பூமியோ பாகம் வைத்த முதல் தம்மீரானே அண்ணலே மணியே முத்து அண்ணலே நம் சீமாயா பூமியோ பாகம் வைத்த முதல் தம்மீரானே அண்ணலே மணியே முத்து அண்ணலே நம் சீமாயா 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 ஒன்றுமாய் ஊருமாகி உள்ளுமாய் புள்ளுமாகி அனுமாய் ஜெயந்தெல்லாம் தந்தையாய் நம் சீமாயா ஒன்றுமாய் ஊருமாகி உள்ளுமாய் புள்ளுமாகி அனுமாய் ஜெயந்தெல்லாம் தந்தையாய் நம் சீமாயா 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 ஆயமே துண்ணாய் பாதம் அன்பனல் தலைமையில் வைத்து ஐயனே மண்ணு போதும் வேதனே நம் சீமாயா ஆயமே துண்ணாய் பாதம் அன்பனல் தலைமையில் வைத்து ஐயனே மண்ணு போதும் தேவனே நம் சீமாயா 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 சுந்தரனே சங்கரா விஸ்வவிலாசன சுந்தரா சிவகாமி மகேஸ்வரனே அம்பல பெருமானே.
Dear family and friends, thank you for your silence during the course of the service. We have come to the conclusion of the first half of the prayer. Before we continue with Devaradhane, we have 3 tributes that we will proceed with shortly. We also want to say that Dad leaves behind 2 son-in-laws, Brad Pillay and Ashley Mudley. We'll start with our first speaker. We'll call on our one of the work colleagues, Chris Samadri, to pay tribute to our late dad. Check sound. Sound 1, 2.
Testing. Okay, greetings to you all this afternoon. This is something that I wanted to share before I even start my tribute this afternoon. You know, the Word of God reminds us this afternoon to be absent in the body is to be present with the Almighty God. To be absent in flesh is to be present with the Almighty God. This afternoon I walked in here and I saw Auntie Joyce at the entrance there. And I could just see the grace of God over you. To think about the journey from the time Jay has passed away and to look at you and look at your family up here, it's only God's grace. And we can thank God for His grace over you guys. You guys are looking good this afternoon. So good afternoon to you all. Family, a very good afternoon to you all. You know, this morning when I got up at 4 this morning, preparing for church, I'm thinking to myself, I need to be here paying a tribute also this afternoon. And I'm thinking to myself, what do I say? Do I prepare something or just talk from my heart this afternoon? And you know, walking with Jay for quite a few years, I could have just spoken what comes off my heart this afternoon, but I've decided to actually note a few things here. So I don't really miss out what I really want to say. And I want the family and together with the friends to hear this today. And Jay was a really great man. When I first met Jay, I was actually managing the chemical plant in Highland View. And Jay was a professional driver for Unitrans. The day I actually met him, we immediately connected. Immediately connected. You know, it's not easy to connect with somebody when you meet them for the first time. I immediately connected with him, and you could already see the humility and the humbleness that Jay actually portrayed. It was something different. His approach was different. And the way he introduced himself, you could see this is a gentleman that you could really talk to and confide in. Jay was a professional bulk truck operator employed by Unitrans. He worked in the chemical operations division. His abilities and his charismatic personality was readily apparent. Now, just to share with all of you, and the career that Jay was in, he was an asset to the business Unitrans. And the work that he used to do, and I call it a professional driver, he used to drive a chemical truck that carried approximately 40 to 30,000 liters on every trip going out of the facility. Hazardous product that probably cost over 500, 600,000 rands every time he left the plant. And this is how important his job was at Unitrans. And therefore I say he was an asset had the business. And clearly you could see his absence now has really created a gap, which is felt by his colleagues and his friends. My first engagement with Jay marked the beginning of our long-standing professional friendship and collaboration. Jay, in his role, remember delivering product, you're delivering to customers. And one of the things that you needed to meet is customer expectations. And Jay was a person, and if all of you know Jay well here, Jay had that smile, and I always started with that smile that he got. When I looked at that smile, I said, "What's up, bro? You fishy today, something's wrong." But Jay always had that good smile on him. And I'll always remember him for that smile that he had. He was a professional driver, supported everybody, and he also supported his team without hesitation. Jay had unwavering patience required to successfully lead a meaningful stay at Unitrans. In addition to his devotion to his work, Jay always found time for his colleagues, his friends, and especially his family. He was a very proud dad, husband, and grandfather. Having worked with him closely over the years, I learned much about him and his love for his family. Even though he would be busy in everything that he's doing, his family has always been in his thoughts. Never a time would I talk to Jay, and I'll say that always brag about his family and his daughters. And as I was going through writing this tribute this morning, and I'll say, how do I express the amazing essence and spirit of Jay? There's three things I thought about, and you may agree with me this afternoon. One is his unselfish generosity, his compromising belief, and his commitment to his family and his friends. As much as I might pay this tribute this afternoon, these words that I've actually written here, words even won't do justice, and may not truly capture what I really want to say about Jay. His loss is there, that's a reality. It is tangible. It is real with everybody that is here this afternoon. But Jay's exemplified life, his love, his laughter, is all the good things that we can take strength from day by day. And today I stand here together with all of you. I honor him by profoundly feeling and expressing his love, but also by remembering Jay as an amazing person who played a unique role in all of our lives in some way or the other. The reality is that friends and family that are sitting here, one day we all will have to go. But what impact do we make on life is very important. Today, in closing, to the family here, together with his beautiful daughters here, and the grandchild, all I can tell you is that look to God, make God the center of your life. Because the comfort and the strength that God can give you is no man can give you that today. And we will definitely remember you in prayers. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, Chris. We'll move on to our next speaker, the eldest nephew, Gerald Modley.
Greetings, one and all. I'd like to greet everyone, family and friends. Thanks for coming here and taking the time to give tribute to my late uncle. I'm his eldest nephew, Gerald. And sorry, I haven't prepared a speech or anything. I was just asked just now to give a tribute. So I'm just going to speak from the heart because that's the best place I know I can speak from. And from my personal experience with my uncle, Jay, he's truly missed. And, it's just shocking that it's been a year already that, he's passed on. When I walked in here, I was just looking around and just thinking to myself, shoo. Life is so short and time goes so quick. And before you know it, someone you love is gone, And, there's so much things I can actually say about my uncle. I remember I have memories. I'm blessed to have memories of him from the time I was a young boy, And I remember all the stuff, shockingly, like from the age of 10 years old. Because my uncle was there for me from that very young age. I had the opportunity of living in the same premises with him, with the entire family. And growing up, I was a naughty kid, I was a very, very naughty kid. And, my family can attest to that. But my uncle had a favor over me, unlike any other favor anyone else had over me, even my parents, He loved me unconditionally. I remember when he met my auntie, I was 10 years old when she walked into the yard and she met my uncle for the very first time. And I told my uncle, hey, what a lucky sticky, But that's a kind of relationship we had, I could talk, I could just be myself with him, I didn't have to hide and be someone I'm not, I could just be open and honest with him. And, growing up, I learned a lot from him, he taught me a lot of stuff. And one thing I did pick up from him, which I'm grateful I have, and that's a part of my personality today, is, the joy, the laughter, the jokes, the pranks as well, He was a big prankster, he was a big, joker from back in the day. And one thing I admired about my uncle is that he had this ability to make people smile. He had this ability to touch people's hearts. And that's something that, for the life of me, I couldn't do, I couldn't do it as well as him, But he had it in him. He was a natural at it. I mean, we'll get together as a family and, everyone's like all tense and whatever the case is. And he'll come and he'll crack a joke and he'll take out his shirt. He'll do something silly, And, I really miss that. In our family, he was the light of our family. He was the light of our home. He brought a lot of joy to us. Every time I think about the memories we shared, I remember I was 2 years old and he bought me my first bike, my first tricycle. And I still have that photo today. I think my parents have it. And, he really, really gave me a lot. And, growing up as time went on, and, life progresses. And he got married and he obviously had children. And then I saw my uncle for a real man that he was, because back then I knew my uncle for this, immature, always joking, always laughing, never took anything in life serious. Life was about fun for him, He had a lot of friends. I think he had more friends than he actually had family. And I saw another side of my uncle when he had his kids, and that's when he grew up and he became a real man. And he took care of his children, he took care of his family, and he made them his first priority. And when I say first priority, guys, family, friends, he went over and above. Words cannot describe what this man did for his family. And they're sitting here in the front today, and they can attest to that. And even when he left, he didn't leave them empty-handed. He made sure that they were sorted. I'm sure he never expected to leave when he did. But, for the short life that he lived, I can honestly tell you, my uncle lived a full life. A full life. People may think of his age and say, such a young age to die, there's so much more to life he could have seen. But let me tell you something about him. He lived his life to the fullest. Whenever he had a chance, whenever he had a break, family was everything for him. And that's what I admire, and that's something I learned a lot from. And, with my uncle not being here now, it reminds me and it reminds us all about how short life really is. Life is short. Our eyes is open 1 minute and then it's closed the next minute. And one thing that has taught me is that we should always love one another, always forgive one another. Forgiveness is so important and love is so important, especially amongst family, amongst friends. And even my dear brother that came this morning that just said the first speech, he spoke about the word. And I learned so much from the word because it taught me about love, taught me about forgiveness. And he taught me that no matter what good I do in my life, no matter what works I may do, it's not good enough. It will never save me if I don't love my fellow brothers and if I don't have forgiveness in my heart. And the reason I talk about this, friends and family, is that my uncle had love for all. When I say he forgave, he forgave when it was hard to forgive. And that's why I feel good and I have that confidence knowing that, he's with his creator, he's with his maker, because of the love that he showed and the forgiveness that he gave and the time that he spent with loved ones, with family, with friends. The things that he would do for friends, it was shocking, I mean, I got a lot of friends myself, but like I wouldn't go to that extent as he would go. He would invite them to the house and treat them like they were family, And that actually taught me how to do that because I never knew how to do that. And, today I can honestly say I learned those things from my beloved uncle. He taught me that stuff. About life in general. Simple things in life that we take for granted, how to love someone, how to forgive someone. And that's the whole purpose of life, I suppose, because life is so short here on earth. And sometimes we feel like, we're doing good works. We go out there, we feed the poor, we're in temple, we're in church every week. And we're doing all these good things, but we have hatred, we have unforgiveness for someone. And when our eyes is closed one day, we gotta remember while we're here on this earth, we need to ask ourselves the questions, what happens when we're gone? What kind of image do we leave behind? Because, I pray maybe when I'm gone, I wish to see the same as what I'm seeing here today. At a 1-year ceremony, so much of people seated here, that tells me that this man had love. This man had forgiveness. This man knew how to treat people. And I wish that when I'm gone, I have the same crowd that he had, because it goes to show, he's got something very valuable to teach, even though he's gone. It's a very valuable lesson for me. So I owe a lot to my uncle who's not here. And you know what? For me, it's an honor and a privilege, to actually be speaking here and giving this tribute today as the eldest nephew. Because, he's done so much for me. I remember there was a time where I was going through stuff. I was a naughty lad, very, very naughty lad. And he knows it. He should always, come home, always give me lectures and, always try and tell me how to better my life. But I was so arrogant at that time, in my youth. I never listened. And I remember there was a time where my parents, my own family even got tired of me and they kicked me out. But, I had nowhere to go. Where do I go, My uncle took me in. He took me in and he kept me at his place. And he said, son, you'll stay here and you will learn what I teach you. What I tell you, you will do. And he organized me a job, and I'll never forget that. He organized me a job. He made sure I get work, and I worked. And I would go to work, and I would come home, and I would stay with him. And that's the kind of person he was. So I'm really honored, and, it's a privilege to be standing in the front here and talking about my uncle, because I can't think of the bad. I can only think of the good, because the amount of good that he did is way more than the bad. It outweighs the bad. That's why, like for me, it's taught me that we should always look at the good in someone. We so often look at the bad, but we don't focus on the good in someone. And we should learn to look at the good and forgive them and love them. Even when it's hard to forgive, when it's hard to love that person, do it anyway. Do it anyway, because life is short. Here we are, 1 year later, celebrating a man that really left a legacy behind. A legacy, And I wish one day I can be that legacy, So I'd like to thank you all once again, family and friends, for making the time on a Sunday, on a hot day like this, to come and pay your respects here at my uncle's 1 year ceremony. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Gerald, for that moving tribute. We'll now call Dr. Jodel Pule to address you.
Vanakkam, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know me, I am the eldest offspring. I may look like a copy and paste version of my mother, but I assure you I have my dad's humorous and naughty personality. Also not forgetting his bandy legs and carrot feet. For the longest time that I can remember, I have always been somewhat fearful of my father growing up. Because as much as he was a loving, caring, fun, and jovial man, he was also very much a no-nonsense person. He was the kind of man that stayed true to his beliefs, cultures, tradition, and orthodox way of thinking. As much as I would have loved for him to have moved with the times and stay true, he stayed true to his roots, and he always expected us to do the same. It was always his way or no way. If he caught me doing something wrong, it was going to be something else to deal with. I swear, rules only apply to the eldest child in the family. Even as a grown woman, married with my own child, he would still dictate to me. He used to tell me, I used to say to him, Daddy, you're always catching me getting up to no good is because you're always acting like a police. You're getting old now, you need to stop this nonsense. Not even my own husband sets rules like the way you do. Surprisingly, with that being said, as I grew older, he became my best buddy. Whenever he used to pour a drink for himself, he used to offer to pour me one too. Just to sit, talk, laugh, and joke. My mother used to say to him, "Never you saw father pouring a drink for his daughter." And he used to say, "This one is not my daughter, she's more like my son." He would have rather had us spend every moment with him than us go out with our friends. I think deep down, he always knew that he wasn't going to be with us for a long time. He gave the best advice. I mean, advice like that one would have to pay for. He loved nice things, expensive things, clothing, cars, most certainly. He never compromised on buying the best for our home. Food supplies must never be short of anything. This man loved cooking, and he loved eating, and he loved the best meals at home. Last Christmas was so sad for us all because it was the first time experiencing not having him around. I had to roast a turkey for the first time in my life. That was always his task. Having to do that was a difficult moment for me. What's worse is accepting that we will never taste his hand-prepared meals again. It's those little triggers that are the hardest. He would go out of his way to make occasions special. Janelle, Brax, and I were short of nothing growing up. I can stand here and proudly tell you that we are spoiled girls. Anything we want, we get, and that's because he made it possible alongside our mother. He made the wheels turn and he brought home the bacon. He was the type of man that trusted my mother with his life and his entire salary because he knew that she could turn miracles and make miracles happen with whatever little he made. And if he couldn't afford to give her something, she would be able to see that for herself. I truly respect that about my father. It's hard to find a man that would dedicate every last cent to the well-being of the family. Even though my dad was a lover of all those nice things, he was never a materialistic person. I can't tell you just how many cars I smashed, dented, and scratched over the years. He once tried to threaten me with a dishcloth for smashing his BMW. I was in high school at the time, warning me never to steal the car again. He was more concerned about what if I had mistakenly killed my sister and a friend who was playing in the yard at the time. Then the very next weekend, story is forgotten. He would put me in his new car, teaching me how to drive, telling me I'm only allowed to drive under his supervision. The five of us have always been a very close-knit family. We can fight amongst each other like cats and dogs, but I promise you this, let someone else say or do something to any one of our family members. We will stand together and burn the house down. That's how my sister and I have been raised. People always speak about a mother's love, but very seldom do we hear about a father's sacrifice, which is also just as great. I can stand here all night, sharing wonderful memories, but the night won't be long enough. I just want to leave you all with one thought. Life is short to be petty, prideful, and unforgiving. Love more, smile more, and don't be shy to take pictures. Even if your hair is a mess and you're looking shabby, just take those pictures with your family and friends. Because when they're gone, sadly, all you have left is those precious memories to hold on to and look back on. Dad, putting together this playlist and selecting images for your slideshow left me in tears. We really miss your decency, love, understanding, and wisdom. Your amazing sense of humor will live inside us forever. You have given us gifts that are more precious than anything in this world. So through our tears, let us celebrate the blessings of knowing you and loving a great, noble man and a best friend and father a daughter could ever have. I love you, Daddy. You are my hero.
Thank you, Jada. Respected elders, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're moving on to the next half of the prayer, the Devaradhane. We'll call on the immediate family first, followed by family and friends. Humbly ask for your silence in the course of the prayer till we conclude with the arti. Thank you. உன்னையே மறந்து அருமை அப்பா எப்படி நான் மாறுமே உன்முகம் பார்த்தா என் முகம் தெரிகிறது எப்படி நான் மறுப்பேனோ உன்னையே மறந்து அருமை அப்பா எப்படி நான் மாறுமே உன்முகம் பார்த்தா என் முகம் தெரிகிறது எப்படி நான் மறுப்பேனோ அப்பாவும் நீயே தெய்வம் நீயே உன்னை நான் மறுப்பேனோ என்ன பாவம் நான் செய்தனோ உன்னை நான் மறுப்பதற்கு அப்பாவும் நீயே தெய்வம் நீயே உன்னை நான் மறுப்பேனோ என்ன பாவம் நான் செய்தனோ உன்னை நான் மறுப்பதற்கு உன்னை மறந்த அருமை அப்பா எப்படி நான் மாறுவேன் பார்த்தா என்னும் தெரிகிறது எப்படி நான் மறுப்பேனோ நான் எல்லாம்
அம்மாக்கு இறந்தே உன்னையும் நீயே சென்று விட்டாக அப்பாவே போகவிட்டாக நீ எங்கே பிள்ளை உரிமை அப்பாவே எனக்கு இறந்த உன்னையும் நீயே சென்று விட்டாக அப்பாவே போகவிட்டாக நீ எங்கே பிள்ளை உரிமை அப்பாவே உன்னையே மறந்து அருமை அப்பா எப்படி நான் வருவேன் உன்முகம் பார்த்தா என்னும் தெரிகிறது எப்படி நான் மறுப்பேன் देवकार्पाये जगदेवकार्पाये देवकार्पाये दिनं देवकार्पाये देवकार्पाये जगदेवकार्पाये देवकार्पाये दिनं देवकार्पाये பாவம் பக்தங்களே நீக்கி தேவகார்பாயே பாதம் பணிந்தோமே சிவ தேவகார்பாயே பாவம் பக்தங்களே நீக்கி தேவகார்பாயே பாதம் பணிந்தோமே சிவ தேவகார்பாயே உலகில் பிறந்தேனா நின் திருவடி மறவா அருள் செய்வாயிசா இன்பமாசாருளேசா உலகில் பிறந்தேனா நின் திருவடி மறவா அருள் செய்வாயிசா இன்பமாசாருளேசா நல்லும் பிறந்தேவா என்னாலும் காப்பாயே சேலம் இறங்கையே நல்லம் பிறந்தேவா என்னாலும் காப்பாயே சேலம் இறங்கையே சிவதேவருமையே பாக்தி மல்லரோடும் நின் பாதம் பணிந்துமே ஏகம்பலமா செல்லை சீரும் மறு செல்வமா பாக்தி மல்லரோடும் நின் பாதம் பணிந்துமே ஏகம்பலமா செல்லை சீரும் மறு செல்வமா தாமை நீயே எம்மை ஆதரிப்போழனே ஆதியன் தனியே ஜகஜீவ பரனே ஆத்மாமே நீயே எம்மை ஆதரிப்போழனே ஆதியன் தனியே ஜகஜீவ பரனே காப்பாயே ஜெகதேவ காப்பாயே தேவ காப்பாயே இன்னும் தேவ காப்பாயே ஓம் திரு சற்றம்பலம் சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே 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 எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே 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 எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே அன்னை தன்னை ஒரு தெய்வமே ஆண்டவனே நீ அருள் செய்வாயே அன்னை தந்தை ஒரு தெய்வமே ஆண்டவனே நீ அருள் செய்வாயே சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே அம்மை அப்பா ஒரு தெய்வமே ஆண்டவனே அருள் செய்வாயே அம்மை அப்பா ஒரு தெய்வமே ஆண்டவனே அருள் செய்வாயே சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே நம சிவாய நீ தெய்வமே ஆத்மருமானே அருள் செய்வாயே நம சிவாய நீ தெய்வமே ஆத்மருமானே அருள் செய்வாயே சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே 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 எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே எல்லோருக்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே மந்திரும் ஆபாத நீர ஆனேவு மேலாத நீர சந்தேரும் ஆபாத நீர மது மது நீர மந்திரும் ஆபாத நீர ஆனேவு மேலாத தென்றுமை வாயுமை பங்கே மந்தீரும் மாமாத நேமு மேலாத நேரும் மாமாத துஜக்கு பதுவது
Respected elders, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've come to the conclusion of our memorial service of our dear dead. Can we all rise for arti? Thank you. Please put your hands together and join us for arti. Can we have Jadel, husband, to the front, please?
கல்லார் பெரியும் கருதார் பெரியும் கச்சந்துருகி எல்லார் பெரியும் நினையார் பெரியும் நினைஞ்சலத்தை சொல்லார் பெரியும் துதியார் பெரியும் தோடார் பெரியும் பொறுத்தருவாய் திருவுகட்சியேகம்மனே ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தியே நமஹ.
Nandri, thank you, Dhanyavadamu. Respected elders, we have the vote of thanks. We'll now call on the second daughter, Janil Mudli, to pass the vote of thanks. Thereafter, we have a PowerPoint presentation. Thank you.
Vanakkam family and friends. I am Janil Mudli, the youngest daughter of my beloved dad, Jay Gangan. I know this is a vote of thanks, but please do bear with me as I give a few words regarding the loss of my dad. As much as it's been a journey for my dad in terms of his soul reaching moksha, it has indeed been a journey for me and my family too. It has been a huge adjustment without my dad. My family and I feel the loss of not having him here to celebrate special moments, which isn't so special anymore without him here. You only really know what loss is unless you have that personal experience. It's that pain in your chest that you really can't explain. My dad's passing has been in the beginning of last year, so my family and I got to experience everything in that year, such as the first birthdays without him, achievements and milestones that we wish that he was here around for. It was indeed hard, but we had to overcome. For me, I still can't come to terms with the loss of my dad. Although I know that he isn't here, I do know that he is our guardian angel, watching and guiding us through life. Nothing is the same without my dad. One thing I really and truly miss is the call I used to get from him when it was a rainy day. He would call me and tell me, "Janil, it's raining. Please watch how you're driving. Watch for oil patches and keep your following distance, because the weather is bad and the roads are wet." Now every time it's a rainy day, I have to imagine him say those words to me and follow his instruction. He was the most caring and loving dad. He was sorry. He was funny and also stern. He was indeed an all-in-one. I would like to thank each and every one of you for being part of this function and standing with us during this year. We appreciate everything everyone has done to assist. May it be big or small, we appreciate it. We would like to thank Ilova Group for the beautiful music surrendered, Zach from Livestream for putting together our lifelong memories created with my dad, and RNS Deco for the fine work that they have done with the deco. We would like to thank Ashley and Brad for standing together with my sister and I as partners and supporting us through this difficult time. Last but not least, Jodel and I would like to take this moment in thanking our beautiful mother. We don't say this often, but I believe that we shouldn't wait for our loved ones to be of no more to tell them how much we appreciate and love them. Mom, thank you for standing with us, supporting us, and being a pillar of strength, picking us up when we fall. If Jodel and I didn't have parents like you and Dad, we wouldn't be who we are today. Thank you for filling in the gap, and I know that Dad is up in heaven smiling because he must be so proud of you. We love you so much and appreciate all of your efforts. Nandri.
Thank you, Johnny. We're now going to have a PowerPoint presentation. There are
How do you feel about your big win? How do you feel about your big win? Daddy? How do you feel about your big wins?
Very lovely.
Mommy? Ma? How do you feel about your winnings? You look very sad. Okay, sorry. Continue.
You might have a bowl of cereal in the morning.
Yep.
At lunchtime, big to eggs.
Yeah.
Hey, we're super. We put never had to sleep over here with a blanket. You're lucky, yeah? Yeah. Put them here.
You can watch the stars.
That side to sleep.
Watch the stars.
Yeah, watch the stars and sleep. Wow. Yeah, lucky, eh? Hey.
I just tell him how we should put a blanket up here.
I always told you never saw cheaper with the fingers to sleep over there. You know? Yeah.
But hey, your cuddlers are not jumping there.
Hey. Ay. Ay, come on. Nonsense.
What?
You won't be able to now, man. There you go. We'll make a pan and we have a pile of chips. Nonsense. So long as you come here every day, I love that.
Where is so hot? Ah.
You know, you
What?
see the half food, remember?
Yeah, hot.
See the half food.
Yep. That's it. I know it's there a long time ago.
It's fine.
Yep. No, not that.
I got two wonderful children. Yeah. That God has given. Right? And I want to say something to Jenny.
This side.
Jenny, you are big.
Yeah.
You're big enough. You got your own life.
So young, I thought it was.
Just like Joya.
Of course.
I always give her my respect, I give her my love, I give her all my likings in my life. But I don't want anything to go wrong between you all. You all are my goals in my life.
Of course.
And nobody will ever replace you, not even your husbands. Not even your husbands will ever replace me. Nobody.
Nobody, Daddy.
You all
You're
are my
the
life. And you all are my
You're the
goals.
Daddy.
Dad, I love you.
And I'll tell you something. This is the Bali. And I don't want
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
We are on our way to Jodel's wedding. Smiles for miles, Uncle Jay. We out here, we out here, we out here.
Happy? So don't ever
Diddy, cut the cake, man.
Yeah, where my baby Rexy?
She's gone upstairs and she's in the picture.
She's my doll. She's my angel. She's my life. Such a special. She's so special to me that I will actually cut this cake, tearing for her. So much I love her that I can't give my heart to anyone else. Beside her.
And you gave it to me?
No, I give it to you, Janine.
Cut that cake,
I want to have a baby, so I can give my heart to you all too. Part of it. It's special. Rexy is a special baby, and she'll always be special.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And she'll also love you.
Yes.
And you always be special to me. You'll always. Hey, Jordan, you'll always be special to me. I love you all. Don't be sad.
No! Diddy, cut the cake, Wenja. Wenja. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Jayandran. Bye. Happy birthday to you.